Hi, everyone. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. I think this is my 12th one on the trip to Alaska. And of course, we're in Alaska with my traveling companions and friends, Bob and Pearl from Nick's Exit Channel, and of course, Lennie and Angela from Life with Lennie Channel, and then Wayne and Carrie. So I'm glad you're here. And let's discuss what we did last time. We left you last time where they was launching cars off a cliff at 300 feet. Some of them was going as fast as 88 miles an hour when they went over the edge. So that's pretty good. And by the way, Forrest was first in the house, and then it looks like Bob from Nick's Exit is next, and I'm sure Pearl's around someplace. Um, we did have some exciting things happen, and did some exciting things yesterday that we'll discuss here soon. I even got some video and pictures to show, and it was very neat. We're in Homer Spit, which is in Homer, Alaska. This is, as far as I know, the home of the uh, world's deadliest catch. I don't know. I haven't watched in 15 years. I'm going to try to give you a live cam version. This is Homer Spit Campground, and I just got new neighbors that came in 5 minutes before the live. And I don't know, can y'all see out there the water? And then of course you can see how close everybody is here. So it's a tight campground. We do not have room to put up our clam tent, so we can't all meet in the clam tent and do games and do our live and even meals sometimes. So it is what it is. Um, but let's see here. Oh, Charles and Abby is in here, and glad you could join us. Um, but last time, like I said, we left you at Glacier View, which is where they launched the cars. We did boondock a place in between there and here. Let's see, it's only been 6 days since last time I did it on a Friday night, if I remember correctly. So and I may not say this right, but we boondocked for 3 nights at California Beach, and that's on the Cook Inlet, um, right on the water. We was on about a, I don't know, 75-foot cliff overlooking the water. That was pretty neat. Other than getting in the site and getting out of the site was a little bit of a problem because we was dragging. So guess what? Wayne went out there with a shovel and tried to fill some of it in and make it easier for us, and Bob helped also. But anyhow, we did that for 3 nights, and then this is going to be our second night. No, that's not true. This will be our third night. We got here on the 15th at this campground. We're here for 6 nights, so we leave Monday morning. Got to get a lot done. Oh, I might as well get this out of the way. You can make fun of my hair. I had to cut it today. Um, so, yeah, I had to cut it. And I know it looks terrible, but the last haircut was April the 17th, before I left Pahrump, Nevada. And I just couldn't take it anymore. I did get it cut extra short when I did get it cut on the 17th of April. But, I had to have it done. And, all I've got for transportation is an RV and three different Jeeps that my friends take me around to the grocery store and things like that. But I did not want to ask them to take me to get a haircut. So anyhow, it is what it is. It will do. But Yeah, Wayne is the hero for filling in the potholes, coming out and going into this site. And it was a very popular boondocking site. I mean, they were closer to me than here in this campground, which is ridiculous. But it's true. Have cut my own hair for over 20 years. Okay. Beer makes a bad haircut more tolerable. So you're saying you need to drink more beer before the haircut, or during the haircut, or after haircut, or all three? Come on, Gary. Talk to me. And Dave's in the house also. Hi, Dave. And I hope some of y'all come on and let's talk about what happened this week. I do know that Dave now has signal, and he actually fixed his fender on his RV, and it looks so great. If it had the original paint job on it, you'd never know the difference. And that's amazing considering that fiberglass fender was cut in two. And anyhow, my sister just sent me a message, says something about she liked my hair. Wayne did a great job on that entrance. Yes, he did, Pearl. Let's see what else here. Okay. Well, Wayne and Carrie both had fresh salmon today. Matter of fact, we took a walk and bought t-shirts and went and ate. And we actually watched them cut the salmon up fresh off the boats. I mean, it was amazing. This is the salmon capital of the world, I believe. As far as I don't know, somebody prove me wrong. But as far as I know, it is. And the only reason why you would come to Homer Spit is, I guess, you would come here to fish, or I don't know, go see the grizzlies like we did. And anyhow, there was people fishing with the grizzlies. I mean, right there. It's just amazing. But there's so much salmon, you just wouldn't believe it. But I'm going to show videos and pictures of that trip. We took a plane trip out to Katmai National Park, Brooks Falls, which is, I'm sure everybody has seen pictures of Brooks Falls. It's probably the world famous place where the actual bears are standing there and the salmon are jumping into their mouth. And you can watch them live on YouTube. Matter of fact, there's live cams going all the time. But anyhow, looks like Dave's in the house. Dave, you want to come on? Yep, I see a thumbs up. Hi, Dave. How you doing?
Oh, how are you doing, Don? I'm doing great. I am in Maine for 1 or 2 more days, and I am out of here.
Really? I'm sorry. Yeah. I've got to turn the sound off. My cameras are going crazy. My security cameras are dinging on my phone.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know if it bothers y'all, but it bothers me.
I wanted to say hi to WCRV Adventures. I was trying to sign on so that StreamYard would allow me into the comments. It's funny when you go over to the camera side and go into the studio, it's not automatically it doesn't automatically allow you into the comments section. So that's kind of weird to me.
I saw something 6 weeks ago or so, and I don't know how to do it, having looked into it, but there was something new on StreamYard where, like, you could come on with your channel, or Bob could come on with his Next Exit channel, and we could both broadcast our own channels and be live on each other's channels.
All at the same time. Yeah, I don't even know how that voodoo works. I have not tried it, but maybe one of these days we'll have to try that.
Yeah. Hey, I see you got your Key West shirt on. I went with Cobble today.
You went with Cabo?
I went with Cabo today.
Yeah, there you go. I'm kind of a salute to Florida for this winter. It was fantastic being down. I really enjoy Florida. I'm over the humidity though.
Yes, I'm sure you
Yeah,
are. Here,
yeah.
it was nice this morning. I actually flew the drone. I never seen the water that calm, and then the wind picked up about noontime, and it seems to be getting worse. But this campground's so tight. There's no place to put the clam tent up, and
Oh,
I even went and talked to him a while ago, and he said on my row and the row that they're on, they're right behind me, all three of them. Uh, you can't put clam tents there anyway. So
yeah.
the only place you can put clam tents is over there, over here to the south, which apparently they have bigger sites over there, or down
Huh.
on the beach. And you've got to have one of these in front of me. That's one of the beach ones. You getting ate up with bugs?
I've got mosquitoes on the attack, but I've got something for that.
Oh, okay.
If I don't drop it. Yeah, the mosquitoes aren't really bad until about this time of night. And then yeah. I see Pearl says she's right there with me on the whole humidity thing.
Yeah.
That is
Well,
something that I can't seem to get used to.
Well, yesterday we went and we was warned about the mosquitoes, so we all coated up, and then we had mosquito nets on our faces. At least most of us did, and I didn't get bit. But the
Okay.
question is, while we were gone, and we took it's about an hour and a half plane trip, counting taking off and landing, um, to Katmai Island, or not Island, National Park, I should say, to Brook Falls, and we were there. So we got tsunami warnings and everything else, and we never even knew it. So you'd have to ask Bob and Pearl if they felt it.
Yeah, I
Because we weren't
actually
here.
saw that, and I looked to see where you guys were at, and
It was right where we was at.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wondered the same thing if you guys felt it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Well, we weren't here to feel it.
Right.
But so I'm kind of glad we weren't here, because what we saw, we would have had made a decision. Do we try to bug out or not? And apparently, I don't think most people know this, but Alaska has a little over, I think, 1,000 earthquakes a year. That's almost 3 a day. And this area supposedly gets a tsunami warning once a year, but it don't happen. So we would have had to wait all that if we was here, and I don't think we could have got out here anyway. There's one road in, one road out, and it's busy with tourists like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
All right. Pearl just answered it.
And 2 out of 3 people did drive out for higher ground.
Pearl, I assume that was the people in cars. Of course, they yesterday were leaving anyway, I think, to get tires rotated. They had an appointment.
Oh.
So I don't know if she meant cars, which, like I said, it's hard to even find a parking spot. We're probably a quarter mile or less from where the shops start, the food, and the different t-shirt shops and stuff, and then it goes for half a mile, or I think the far end's about a half a mile from us. So it's all walking distance. And let's see here. Yes, there was several mile line of cars driving out, but returned a couple hours later. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's just crazy. So, what's new with you, Dave?
I just sent Miss Bonnie off back to Oregon, back to her rodeo world. She had a we both had a fantastic 10 days here, and it was great having her. Just an update. She asked me if I could make her sick of lobster. And I will say, for her last day here for lunch today, before she got on the plane, she had a lobster sandwich and she only finished half of it. And she said, "Okay, I'm just going to admit it. You succeeded."
Okay.
But wow, man, it was a challenge having lobster every day for 10 days. And I've never done anything like that. And I thought, why not? It was tricky. I learned a lot of ways to cook and use lobster in different recipes. It was a ton of fun, and I am literally eating pizza tonight. All right,
Yeah. Well, you
and
can have
not
all that
lobster.
lobster you want. What's that?
No, yeah. I figured it wouldn't appeal to you, but
No.
yeah, it's. I'll tell you what, you can get tired of lobster. I won't say sick of lobster. I don't think that's fair. I think tired of lobster.
You know,
So,
I've been to Maine and never and ate and didn't eat any lobster. I've had lobster before. It just wasted on me.
oh yeah,
It's not
yeah.
that special. But
I got
but anyhow, I um been to several places where fishing is probably the best in the world. Cabo, uh, Florida Keys here, uh,
yeah,
Seward, and also here in Valdez, and also here in Homer Spit.
yeah,
And I still have yet to have a bite of fish. Uh,
yeah,
after after the smell, I'll just call it smell from all the fish that the leftover parts of the fish from the bears, and when you're standing right above them on
mm.
platforms. I don't know how anybody could eat salmon, but that's, hey, Wayne and Carrie did today. So
I saw that.
anyhow,
I read that. Good for those guys. I love my salmon too, and you guys are up in salmon country now. Don, I know you don't really care for fish in general. So
well, right. I was running on that when I was 10 years old, but here's the scary part. Fish is supposed to be brain food. I
mhm.
want you to think
Yeah.
about that a minute and not only eat fish. But Gary, yeah, sent out a message to us. Of course, I did not see that till we got back. We had no signal out there about the tsunami. And one of the phones I left here had a message on it. So I knew it happened, but it was after the fact. And no harm, no foul, apparently. But let's see here. The lobster challenge sounds hard, especially to your Dave's culinary standards. Yep.
uh,
Hey,
yeah.
I see. What's that?
We killed it. We killed it. I just want to say I've never cooked so much lobster before, and we absolutely killed it. I mean, we had some absolute favorites. Of course, we did the standard steamed with dipped in butter. We did that a couple of times, but after that, we were doing lobster rolls, and we figured out about 3 different ways to do lobster rolls. And I'm here to say, if there's bacon fans out there, have a BLLTA with avocado. Eh, I want to tell you, I don't know where you can buy that at. I've never seen it, but it sounded good to me, so I went ahead and did it. That lobster roll would have been worth every part of 50-60 bucks. I'm here
Wow.
to tell you. So we
Yeah.
had
Well.
we made Chinese. Chinese was the next one. What I had never used and made. Did you know that there's lobster fried rice? Well, there
No.
is. There is. And I killed it. All right. We had lobster stir fry, lobster bisque. The Chinese food was amazing, and but we had what I consider the pinnacle of everything else that we made over the last 10 days, because they've all been fantastic. What was it? Tuesday night, we had, instead of Mexican, we had lobster tacos for Mexican, but we decided that we needed to do a steak. We did lobster tails with a T-bone steak with garlic Parmesan lobster sauce over the top of that. And I'm here to tell you, if you could buy that anywhere, I know it would at least be $100 in any restaurant.
Now, well, Wayne's telling you, or Kerry is telling you, name that sandwich for somebody takes.
Yeah, I don't have a name for it.
By the way, Force, back in Seward, they did have butts. So a can of butts, which turns out the bucket of butts. The buckets are small buckets, but they're chunks of halibut. They call them bucket of butts. And anyhow, so you're going to have
that would be right up my alley. That'd be something. So, did anybody do that?
Yes. I think Angela had it, and I think Carrie had it, and I think Pearl didn't have that. Oh, I think Bob had it, but yeah, I can't really speak.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, you're all in my group, because that would be right up my alley. And yeah.
By the way, welcome, Bill. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, they had a bucket of butts. Halibut.
A bucket of butt.
Well, Gary's in the green room.
Oh,
Gary, you ready to come on? You've been waiting patiently. All right. Here we go. Hi, Gary.
Yo-ho!
So how are you doing?
Carol's got a light show going on behind me here.
Sorry.
Oh, I see that.
Trying to take
She's trying to cook back there.
Yeah.
But it's like there's a nuclear explosion going on with all the light. Well, you know these coaches, you turn on one switch and 6 bulbs light up, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that happens.
Now, Gary, you said you couldn't eat that much lobster. What would it take to eat that much lobster? I mean, have you ever been challenged to that?
No. Well, we're going to New Brunswick, so I'll have some, but there's no way I'm eating every meal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be there in 13 days. We travel slow. Yeah, we're still in the Ottawa area.
In 13 days, we will be heading up the Dalton Highway to Prudhoe Bay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went to Parliament Hill the other day, took some pictures. That's nice. The place is totally under construction everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they looked at it a few years ago, and they put a heat light on it, and all you can see is all the air leaking out of the entire building, right? And it's huge. So they're redoing all that, and they're building it looked like a big parking lot in the front, multi-level parking lot underground. And all the buildings around it are getting revamped. Like all the brickwork and everything in that of the Parliament Hill is just amazing.
Wow.
Cool. I've obviously never been there. So anything new with you, Gary?
We're still in Ottawa. It's been hot, unbelievably hot, and we haven't done much because of it. But today we got a big rain. Or was it today? Yeah, we got a big rain today, and it cooled it off. So it was nice to do some stuff outside today. We're back in the 70 to 72 range instead of 106, including the humidity, right?
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Well, we're normally on the water, and the water controls and regulates the temperature. It usually ranges from like 51 at low at night to about 59 or 60 during the day.
Yeah.
So other than the wind, there's a lot of wind involved on the coast. So, you got to deal with that. Hey, look who joined us or made a comment anyway.
Lennie.
Yep, I recorded them.
Buttwhackers.
Yeah, they actually contract and slice up the salmon off the boats. So the fishermen bring them in and they do that and they package it up for them. I made a short of that.
Nice.
I didn't know that it was called buttwhackers. So. Ooh,
sounds like it'd make a great T-shirt.
There's the first jab on my self-induced haircut.
I missed it, Don. Did you do your own hair?
I cut it today.
You cut it today.
I've been cutting my hair for 20 years. Notice I'm wearing a hat.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd cover it up, but I said, no, might as well bite the bullet and let people see it. Yep.
Speaking of hats, I finally got a good hat for being in the sun.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Ontario Parks. It's not a bad hat. It's nice and light, and it's got a soft top, It's very airy. I love it.
That whole explorer look going on there, Gary.
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd.
Yep.
Elmer Fudd, yeah.
Oh, well. Hey,
it works.
How about if I show this? I got about a 2-minute video put together on a trip we did yesterday. We had to be there at 8 o'clock. We actually took off at 8:30 in the seaplane, and it apparently holds 10 people. There was 7 passengers plus the pilot. And on the way out, I sit in the co-pilot seat, but it was we flew in the clouds the whole time. You couldn't see anything until he came out of the clouds. He climbed to a little over 10,000 feet at one point, but most of the water is over water. Most of it, he was 7,000 feet. He would fly between 120 and 140 miles an hour. And for some reason, he went out to the middle of the water and took a little bit turn to the right. And I think he planned it that way. He apparently does this every day. So there was 2 planes that went out from this company. And the company was, oh God, how did I forget that name? Bald Mountain Air Service. And I highly recommend you take this trip. If you ever get out here, you got to take this trip. It's the trip of a lifetime. It is $1,250 a ticket, but it's just amazing. So let me show this, okay?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is a old picture that's in the, if you call it a visitor center. By the way, when you get there, they pull up to the shoreline and there's several different planes, okay? And you get out and you got to walk up to the visitor center, and then you've got to take care of your possessions and your food. You can't take food on the trail or anything with you. And you've got to go in and sit to about a 15-minute lecture or briefing on bears and how to act. They've never had an attack. Matter of fact, I've never seen a human being chase a grizzly bear. But when we was in the cafeteria after this was over with, eating right outside 15 feet away, this worker was chasing a grizzly bear. It was funny, but here we go. It really was funny to see a human being do that. But let's see here. It should change here in just a moment. And there's the plane that we were in. And you wouldn't believe how old this plane is.
How many people on the plane?
There was 7 plus the pilot, and it would hold 10, I believe it is, counting the pilot and co-pilot. And here's the make, and here is the serial number, and here's the year. It's almost as old as me.
Wow.
It's older than I am, Don.
It had over,
Older than me.
I think it had over 41,000 hours on that, the hour meter. Oh, here's Brook Falls.
Wow.
And the fish is so, if you look down from the platforms, the fish are solid in that river, and they're waiting their turn to try to get up this. And we were told, actually, Lennie's one informed me this. He heard the ranger say it. 10% make it up there, and only 10% of those spawn. So apparently, the strong of the strong survive, and apparently these fish are offspring from that because they're trying to get back where they was born. So the fish is so thick, the bears this year or this time of the year does not have to sit up there on top of this falls and wait for the fish to jump to them. They can just go and pick, and I'll show you that. I mean, it's amazing.
And you see all the guys out there fishing.
And here they are fishing with the bears.
With the bears in the background. That's downstream.
Wow. Life is good when the bears are full.
Yeah. Oh, this bear here, and Lennie's the one that said that he was a hunter because he just sit there and would eat one right after another. And this bear, a lot of these bears are so fat, I don't even know how they move.
He just sat there and he's on his third bear. The third fish.
They call that sushi.
Yeah. This is the closest to I could get, and this was toward the end, just before it really started raining on us, and we had enough anyway. We got so much video. This was on the edge of the falls, close to the viewing platform. That, by the way, it's you get 30 minutes on the platform, and it's like an hour wait or something like that to get on it. But we didn't even use our full 30 minutes. I think we used about 20 of it. But this was the closest thing. This bear was there, right there where they was jumping. And I wanted to get the kind of view where something's in the mouth, but I'm not doing it. This air is probably so full. You know, they're not going to work too hard. Somebody was telling me that, and that's all I've got there. Some of them was telling me that, how do you do this? Let's see here. Oh, that's not the way I want to do it. There we go. Somebody was telling me this time of year they've got that trigger where it tells them they're full is shut off. So they just keep eating and eating and eating. And it's amazing that these bears, they couldn't care less about us humans there. On the trail, there was one sleeping. You can see where there's bears all around there. So, you know, there was bears on the trail. They say don't approach the bear like you're attacking them or anything. Just back away or just don't run wherever you do. Get off the trail. If they're coming towards you, just get off the trail and let them pass by. But they've never had a attack. and they've been doing that 40 something years, I think it is.
Wow.
So I'm talking about this national park. So and them people go out there and they fish right there with the bears. Now they do tell you, you know, be prepared to cut your line because if the bear wants it, give it to them. You know. So anyhow,
Fantastic shots, Don. I imagine you got a lot of footage of that.
oh, it's raw. I haven't done anything about brightening them up
Great
or anything,
footage.
but it was great. It was a great day. So it wasn't the brightest in the world, but I've got tons of video that was done with my Sony A7700. I think is what model it is. Of course, I got GoPro footage also, and it was just a fantastic day. I highly recommend it if anybody has the opportunity to do that.
I guess the bears are friendlier when they're fat and full, right?
I was going to say, as long as they've had a lot of salmon, I'd probably be okay being around them.
Yeah,
They don't look at you as a food source, you know, when they got all that salmon.
Right.
Now, they did say that later in the fall, you know, all that discarded salmon that, you know, they ate most of the meat, they will go back and re-eat some of that.
Mm.
You know, when the salmon dry up.
Yeah,
Because
when they're not running.
They got to get really fat to make it through the winter. You know, they have to eat all they can to wintertime, which in Alaska, wintertime may be in another 6 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was told, I think it gets down to minus 25 here in the wintertime.
Yeah.
That's a little cold for me. Let's see what Lennie has to say for you. Oh, yes.
I spent some winter time in Edmonton, and it was 40 below every day. 40 below.
Yeah.
Lennie, I think you could say the same in Yellowstone.
Yeah. Well, this is the southern part of Alaska. So up the northern part gets a lot colder. But we were just discussing this today between Valdez, Seward, and Homer. Pardon me. And where else did we go? I think I'm missing one of them. I would have to say Valdez would be hands down where I would go because of the beauty. It's such a beautiful ride in, and then the scenery around there is just amazing. The eagles.
Yeah.
Well, that place you're at now, I was looking on Google Earth there or whatever it is, and it's you guys are right on the tip of like a long peninsula there, right?
Right. That's why they call it spit. So it's kind of like Homer spit out here or something because it's just a narrow strip.
Yeah.
Out here, and there was I couldn't believe it, but we saw it walking, but I saw it first on my drone. There is a cruise ship parked out here, which I guess they come here to fish, maybe. Stop over to fish because I don't know what else around or to do the excursion to maybe the plane trip for a day. I don't know.
I'm sure they do day excursions. Yeah.
But it's just a tourist trap, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't see anybody, at least on the spit. No one can live on the spit to speak of because there's no housing. Even though they did build some right here to my right, to the south, in front of part of that RV park, that, you know, multi-story, I guess they're condos or something, but multicolored too. And I didn't get any of the video from the drone to put up. I should have, but you had seen what this looks like.
I've seen lots of cruises to Alaska. They've got to go someplace, so that's as good a place as any.
Well, we've seen them in Seward. We've seen them in Valdez. And it seems like I'm missing a place. Why am I missing a place? No, maybe not. That would be
So
it.
did you see any more moose, or just the ones that one time?
Well, we've actually, I think Lennie and Angela saw moose at the last place we was at. They went down the road to a dumpster and they saw a moose and a baby. He
Right.
got pictures, but I haven't seen any moose since that one time. But there's plenty of bears. They say there's actually some moose on that national park, which is hard to believe considering, all those bears. I don't know how a moose could survive.
Yeah.
Oh, I should mention that. Yes, Lenny, thank you. We are surrounded by snow-covered peaks, mountains all around here. Actually, coming down the hill from Homer into this is just gorgeous. But still don't compare to going into Valdez. There's a section, just like there's a section going probably halfway to Jasper when you're still in the mountains, from Lake Louise is so gorgeous, right?
Right.
Well, the drive into Valdez through the waterfalls, and you actually go through a cloud getting there. It is so beautiful, so
Nice.
beautiful. But and I gotta get those videos out. Right now, I'm just putting out shorts. I'm trying to put out a short every day to try to relive this trip with me. But I haven't put out a video as such yet, and I've got to do that. So I'm trying to keep people caught up between this live and also doing this live once a week, and also my shorts.
Right.
But anyhow, I got to get around to that. Of course, Bob is putting out a video roughly every 7 to 8 or 9 days and catching everybody up on his videos. And Lennie, I think, has started getting videos out too.
Bob's got the green screen going on. He's traveling Alaska and he's green screening.
Well, people love the green screen. I love the green
It's
screen
amazing.
because he can stand there and narrate what happened on the video behind him.
Actually, we need to see. A long time ago, Bob did show the background of him doing a green screen. That time that he walked out of a YouTube video onto the screen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember
He stepped out over.
I'd like to see that again. Yeah. He stepped out of a video on a YouTube page.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And everybody's been hooked ever since. But I've actually got a green screen. I bought it. I used it one time to take one picture, not a video. Take one picture. And I don't know. That seems too much like work. You got to understand, Bob, to put out these videos about every 7 days or so, he spends 3 days intensely working on these videos. I
believe it.
Yeah.
Don't bother them.
Yeah.
Don't bother them. So that's dedication. That's a lot of time. Now, I put out a lot of videos. I'm putting out about 95 a month right now. I do a daily devotional. I do a daily meme video. I do a live once a week, and I do a daily short. But I can still do that in less time than he does, putting out one video every 7 or 8 days.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's been doing it a long time. His e-bike review videos were intense,
Yeah.
Everything you could possibly think of, right?
Yep. No, he's thorough.
Yeah.
It is. Alaska and Canada both are just gorgeous. I can't
It's
say
an amazing
enough.
area. Yeah. It's an amazing area all the way up.
You can see the pictures. None of the pictures will do it justice.
It's true.
It's just almost sensory overload.
Yeah, in a picture, you have this flat image of what you're seeing, right? But when you stand there and look out over a lake and all the mountains with the snow around you and everything, you're immersed in the whole experience, right? and everything is
Right.
so vast. It's unbelievable how big everything is.
Yes, it is vast and majestic and beauty beyond. I mean, your biggest hopes and dreams. If you ever have a chance, you've got to experience this, folks.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Tetons, Don?
I have.
Yeah. Is it the same or as good or what?
It's nice. It's
Seems
nice.
limited. Yeah.
But you know, here you kind of get into it. I mean, you
Yeah.
get next to them. Tetons, for the most part, a little bit off. There is a Jack Lake or Jake Lake or something. You can get close, but
Right.
Teton wasn't that great to me. But when you're in doing Yellowstone, you got to go ahead and do the Tetons.
Right.
Yellowstone was very impressive to me. But now that I've experienced Canada and Alaska, Yellowstone's still great. It was one of my top 5, but now it's only in the top 7. So,
Alaska's number 1 now, right?
I don't. Yeah, I guess so, because Canada's a close second.
Right.
Is it fair to say that it's just because it seems like you're surrounded at all times? I mean, no matter what direction you look and go, you're surrounded.
There is a postcard view every place you look, practically.
Yeah.
I mean, you turn your head, there's one, turn your head, it's just, I know this is not popular to say, but to me, it just makes me feel closer to God, because it's just, I just can't believe all this happened by accident. So it's just amazing. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's just amazing. So, and it has that effect on some people. You know, I'm one of them. It just makes me feel like there is a superior being that's in charge of it all, that created this for our pleasure. So, and I don't know how else to say it. Okay, let's see what Lennie has to say. Maybe I should proofread these first. If we empty our RV tanks, we should be able to float.
You got to blow them up. Get some pressure in there.
Well, you got the tires. You got the tires, the tanks. You know.
Yeah. Okay, Bob's it's Banff. I was trying to think of, which is Lake Louise, but Banff to Jasper, that drive was amazing. At least most of the way to Jasper, and then you kind of get out of the mountains, or out of the mountains, and it just goes to mainly forest. But Valdez was amazing. And I'm just now getting, I think they'll be out.
When you go north from Banff to Jasper, the mountains kind of end there. But when you go north from Banff to Jasper, the mountains kind of end after Jasper for a while. But if you turn west at Jasper and go through towards Vancouver, it's all beautiful mountains that way too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, we was heading north at that point.
I know. Yeah. But I'm just saying the mountains go up in the end, but if you go west, you get it all the way to Vancouver. It's beautiful.
That's right. It was actually after Jasper that the mountains played out. Now I remember. So yes, it was after Jasper. But of course, Jasper is not as beautiful as it was because of the forest fires last year, but still has beautiful views.
Hey guys, just as a warning, I have a storm brewing here. You can't see it, but it is. I'm getting. It is starting to kick up, and
nice. Well, you got to be louder.
So
I did not bring a. Yeah, I don't have a waterproof camera and all that here. This is actually my laptop. So if it starts raining, I may have to say goodbye really quick. And I'm feeling it right now, so this may be very soon.
Yeah. Well, if you need to go now, we would understand because of that. You don't want to run
Yeah.
your laptop.
I'm under the awning right now, but with the winds kicking up, if it starts hitting those, so far the laptop is hanging in there. I've got a little bit of drizzle on my phone. It's kind of that nautical coastal drizzle right now. So, but if I have to go, I apologize.
I understand. Hey, guess who's in the house? Jan.
There's Miss
Jen.
Jen.
Yeah, Jen. I don't know why I said Jan. But yeah, you take care of your equipment and yourself.
Yeah, I've just got a lot of electronics sitting out here. So,
Yep. Well, we're coming up on the top of the hour anyway.
yeah.
So, well, where are
good.
you heading next, Dave? Where are you heading next before you go?
I am leaving here. Potentially, I might leave tomorrow. I'm not supposed to leave until Saturday. I was planning on spending one day since my brother's place is on the way out of the Northeast, on my way to Chicago. I'll probably spend a day. If I leave tomorrow, I can spend 2 days with my brother, and that actually seems more important.
Right.
And then Sunday, I'm back on the road, and who knows where the live is going to be from, but I haven't actually pinpointed that, but headed for Hershey, Pennsylvania, and then headed over towards Chicago. I actually changed my plans today to go to Elkhart because I don't need to go to Kentucky. One of the benefits of doing the fender and getting that taken care of is I no longer need to go to Kentucky.
Right.
And I changed my reservations over to Elkhart. I think it's Twin Mills, and I'm actually have not been in an RV manufacturer facility since my Beaver Coaches days. So it would be kind of fun to go see one of the manufacturers, many I guess that are in Elkhart, and go and see those.
Cool.
Yeah.
We went to Integra Coaches in Middlebury, which is very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that a good tour?
Didn't do the tour because we were so concerned about getting work done on our coach while we were there. Like, come on, guys. So the tour every day was at like...
they did very nothing. They did hardly anything.
Yeah. They took your coach all day. They work on it for 15 minutes. They keep it for 8 hours.
And they didn't allow you
I'm trying to say something. Okay, they didn't allow you what? Here, hang on, Carol. Get over here.
No.
Okay, what?
They didn't allow you to go into the
Yeah, you can't
area.
see them work on it. Yeah.
Which was not right. I didn't like
Every
that
day they go out. There's 20 coaches in the parking lot. They pick them. All the mechanics go out and take your coaches indoors, and you all go sit in this big waiting room together, right? Or leave, go do stuff, whatever. And then at 4 o'clock they come out with your coaches, and you run to your coach to say, "Well, how did it go today? What'd you do?" You know. Mm-hmm. And they would tell you they did this incremental thing in the last 8 hours, right? Because who knows what they're doing. But anyway, the coach comes out every day at 4, and the tour is at 3:30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go on the tour, you don't get to be where your coach comes out, right? So we never went.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, maybe I will look into it, Gary, and I might go and do that just because you have an Integra coach. Do you not?
Right. Yeah, yeah. Well, the new ones are crazy, man. You know, the $1 million, $500,000 ones,
right,
whatever.
Right.
Yeah, the cornerstones.
Yeah,
but we
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since I guess about 2000, so about 25 years. It would be interesting to see a working line again.
Yeah,
I would be very shocked to let you film it.
Actually,
that's what spy cameras are for.
So, yeah, spy glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've seen one or two.
When they do the tour at Integra, the line is shut down. You walk through it when it's closed.
Oh, that might be. Yeah, that might be.
Yeah, some people don't like that. They want to see the people working.
Yeah. No, they did it. I remember Beaver Coaches, they used to do something very similar, and you had to sign up for the tour. You couldn't just go through the factory. You couldn't even get close to the factory floor. But and they only had so many people per day that could be on the tour. But they were going through when the lines were working. It was not after hours or anything like that. So yeah, the new Mar tour is great, Lennie says. So I'll look into that.
Yep. Well, guys, it's getting close to the time here anyway. So Dave, don't forget Dave's live on Sunday night, and Eastern time. That's usually about what time?
Usually around 6. I try to get as close to 6 as possible. Yeah, Gary knows it's a floating scale, you might say. But Hershey, Pennsylvania, I won't be there yet. So next Sunday we'll be on the road someplace, and I'm not exactly sure. So
I think for Dave's show, he needs to send out a mass text as to what time the show is going to be on.
Then he doesn't have Bill and myself competing to be first in. But anyhow, I do have appreciation for that, Dave, because trying to hit exact time is tough.
Yeah.
Because unless you put your day on hold, it's tough.
Yeah, it can be, especially if you're trying to. I always try to throw up some video and have that ready. And I have found that I typically need to start around noon so that I can have some video to show for the live. And so that it takes up the better half of my Sunday. Yeah. So thankfully, though, I do have a 70-mile travel day. So, if I get going and find someplace, I can still make it happen.
Yeah.
And retired people really complain about the lack of time, don't they?
I found the only way I can put up pictures and videos is actually put it in editing software and put it out. If I try to put up the wrong stuff, it apparently on Streamline is too big. I don't know, too many pixels or something, and it just won't do it.
Oh, I got you. Well, what about video now, Don? You can do video, right?
Well, let's see here. If I try to do a video, let me just pick a raw video.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just sat there and the third bear.
Pictures will not.
Third fish.
Now that's a great shot, Don.
I'm actually seeing that better than before.
That's just raw video.
Yeah.
So videos I can put up.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That is a great shot, Don.
Oh, the red on the fish, eh? Great.
Yeah. That's National Geographic stuff right there.
Well, since I can do that, let's see. Let's try this. Bear with me a minute or two, folks.
Sure.
What's in the mug tonight, Dave?
What's that?
What's in the mug tonight?
Tonight was Jamaican coffee.
Oh, nice.
Although that was earlier, I will admit, because it is about 10 o'clock here. And so that was more like around 7 o'clock.
All right. Let's see here. I don't know. Let's try this. This is, can I speed this up?
Awesome.
Skip.
Yeah.
This is here at Homer Spit. There is the cruise ship.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Well, all those cruise ships got to go dock somewhere up there.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a good look at the spit. This is on the far tip.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
and hopefully you can see the mountains. There was some clouds.
Oh yeah.
But look at that water. It was the calmest I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Crazy.
And there's our campground.
Yeah, that's what I was zooming around on Google the other night.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's amazing when you start right there on Google and you just keep scrolling out to see where you actually are. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyhow, so I can share video that way.
The more you know.
Well, I've had bad experiences. Couldn't get them to load, and it must have been pictures every time.
Yeah, pictures I have not. In fact, you were showing them, and I was like, "Wow, I struggle with photos." So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I'd known that earlier. I would show them video, drone footage of where we boondocked right on the cliff. But anyhow, I'll
There's
have to
always
do that.
next week. There's
Yep.
there's always
Look
next
for
week.
those
Yeah,
times.
where are you going? Like really?
Well,
Lots of
yep,
time for
that's
those things.
true. We're going to be boondocking when we leave here for a few nights, and then we're slowly making our way to Fairbanks so we can park the RV. Of course, we got a date with Denali National Park, and we're boondocking there. And then we park the rigs at Boondockers Welcome in Fairbanks for 5 nights while we're gone. And then we get back, we're going to all go to a KOA and get full hookups since we just beat our bodies to death traveling 1,000 miles on rough roads up to Prudhoe Bay. So anyhow, I do want to thank y'all for being here. And I sure hope y'all come back next week. And look who came in to see us here.
Yeah.
James Gardner and Jim is what I call him. Hi, Jim. How you doing? Glad to see you here. I hope everything's going well with you and Donna. But thank y'all for coming on, and guys, I appreciate it. And everybody, thank you for being here and watching it. So until next week, y'all have a good one.
Cheers.
Take care, guys. Be safe.